Do you want to blast your enemies into oblivion like that? Or are you just here for a good old ping reload? Well, sadly, that has been superseded by the Vincubus. I still think it's a good ping this weapon does. But either way, if so, the Trumna Prime is for you. So hang on, let me summon a few more people. So basically how this weapon works. It's like a regular machine gun with an AoE blast at the end. And each shot explodes when it hits something or when it finishes its punch through. So, let's shoot a few enemies and see what happens. Oh, you see a bar filling up underneath the mark cursor thing? That's its alt fire building up. And when it's full, you press your alt fire button and no lives matter, all brains splatter, specifically their brains. And you're able to charge these things up pretty rapidly too. So if you're in like a high density mission, say Steel Path mission, you get to blast that out very often. Now, what is the build that allows this to do its business so effectively? Well, I'm glad you asked. So first, let's go over the arcanes I have on my Warframe, because arcanes are very important for this. I have Arcane Rage and Arcane Acceleration. Arcane Acceleration is here because this weapon actually has a fairly low fire rate at base, so we do need to charge it up with a higher fire rate. A 90% fire rate, real substantial. And for Arcane Rage, we're getting headshots a lot anyway, and we get a big, thick, meaty 180% damage to primary weapons for 24 seconds. Just all the time, because we're constantly firing this thing, because it has a massive ammo pool. Now, let's look at the mods for the weapon itself. For the weapon, I use Galvanized Scope, Critical Delay. The fire rate's already taken care of, so we do that for the critical chance. Primed Cryo Rounds, I know, I still have to max that out, but, like, I don't really want to. We've got Vital Sense for critical damage. Rifle Ammo Mutation, because dear lord, this build eats through a ton of ammo. You can either do this or Stabilizer if you don't want your weapon going wild when you first start firing. It's really an either or on that one. And we got Vial Acceleration for more fire rate. As I said, we need tons of that to make this weapon work real nice. Then we've got Galvanized Chamber, which gives us multi-shot on kill, and even more on killing something. And it stacks 5 times. Very nice. Then we have Serration for some base damage, and Malignant Force to finally turn our primed cryo rounds into viral damage. Now, personally, I prefer the heat status, so the day I get primed hotshot, I really would prefer to have that on. Not primed hotshot. The arcane hotshot, once I get that maxed out, I would basically put that on this build instead of Arcane Rage. Now, what arcane do I have on the weapon? Well, I've got Primary Merciless on this thing, mainly for its reload speed, believe it or not, because dear lord, let's just look at this thing real quick. Fire a few shots. This thing reloads slow like molasses. It's absolutely wild. Like, it may take a long time to run out of ammo, but it takes almost just as long for this thing to reload as well. It's absolutely wild. But how does this perform in a survival Steel Path mission? Well, let's go find out. Alrighty, we are arriving in a survival mission on Ceres. Why Ceres, you ask? Julius, why are you doing a survival mission on Ceres to demonstrate this? Well, Daddy needs his organ cells, and some might drop, because dear lord, I need to make a shit ton of forma to keep making my build videos. It's going to be absolutely wild. But as you can see, this is absolutely tearing everyone apart. I really do like it, and now I can blow them all up. My goal is to blow up, and then pretend I don't know nobody. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen that meme before, but that was a meme at some point. although I can barely even see my screen when that's going around. Now you may be wondering, Julius, why do you have the Warframe Uriel attached to you right now? You could take a tankier frame like Revenant in with you, and have a much better time. And while, yes, Revenant is tankier, I really do enjoy Uriel's gameplay loop, not to mention I can increase my fire rate by picking up those sigils on the map. And get like a fire damage buff. It's absolutely insane, actually. See, get this, get the fire damage, murder everyone, everything's good in the world, do some big damage. It's absolutely nice. Now, you might remember, if you've seen my short I uploaded just a little bit ago, about the problem with build videos, and that's, at some point, builds are going to overlap, no matter how original a creator is going to try and be. And then a creator is going to be like, dude, you stole my build! And then create a whole stink when there's only so many viable builds available in this game, you know? At some point, there is going to be some overlap, and I worry for the creators who will not have the ability to take on larger creators like, you stole my build! When in truth, they're just doing the best they can. It's like, yeah, there's only so many mod combinations this game has. At some point, there's gonna be overlap. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, blast these lads into oblivion. I do like my Trumna Prime. This is my first time in a long time I've made a gun-based build. But because I am planning on doing more gun-based builds, because I'm upgrading to a PC to play Warframe on soon, it actually should be arriving tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. I am gonna be able to point and click for headshots a lot easier. So honestly, it'll be worth making some gun build videos. In fact, be sure to leave a comment with which gun you want me to make a build video on. Right now I'm working on something for the Trumna Prime, but like, somehow I can't get that thing to work for me. I don't know what's up with that, but like, I'll try to figure something out. Okay, gonna re-roll this. Also, another reason I enjoy Uriel, wipe the board clean, friend! I know, I'm not technically supposed to do that in, like, a demonstration for, like, a Trumna Prime build, but it's so funny I can't help myself. I cannot help myself because it has the power of funny. By the power of funny, I excommunicate you from the Laffy Taffy Guild! What does that mean? I do not know. I don't think before I talk, thank you. I probably should think before I talk. I'll probably get in a ton of trouble if I don't start thinking before I talk, but like, it's kind of tiring to think, you know what I'm saying? It's really tiring to just be like, I don't want to engage my brain cells. My brain cells, they just want to be over here. My brain cells want to be like the potatoes. Hello, sir. Get shot. Wait, yeah, that was a grenade. Hello. Grab another sigil on the ground, get some more fire rate. It's absolutely fantastic. Also, Remedium keeping us alive is actually pretty huge. Remedium actually putting in work, I'm not gonna lie. It's a better survivability tool than I would give it credit for. And looking back, I might make a Temple video just because I appreciate how Remedium works, and Temple has an ability very much like that. Now, I don't know if it'll be as effective because Temple doesn't have the distractions Uriel has available to him, but I think it's going to be at least worth a go. You know, like a weapons platform Temple build, I think that'd be at least worth a go. It wouldn't be the worst thing that's ever... Oh. Hello there, misery. It's time to blow up the planet! So anyway, the planet got blown up. That poor Acolyte. You gotta feel bad for him at some point, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you gotta feel bad for Acolytes. That ain't gonna be today, though. That is not gonna be today. Today, they suffer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now we got another sigil, and we're gonna keep going. Now, I could end the video here and just end this, but I do feel like keeping on talking, so if you watch through to the end, I would genuinely appreciate it. Like, I try to do these kind of mixes between build videos and just yapping about stuff I yap about. Like, I don't think that's a terrible idea, because then I'm bringing something new to build videos I have not seen before in Warframe build videos. I'm just talking about stuff that's currently happening in the world, and it's like, I don't see nearly enough of that in the demonstrations. It's just gameplay and just some epic music. For example, if I was like, let's put Powerwolf in the background. Not actually going to put Powerwolf in the background, because I do not want to get copyright struck, my friend. I do not want to get copyright struck. Though Powerwolf is indeed a banger music. Powerwolf makes banger music, I'm not going to lie. Also, you know that thing where you make videos with people's music on shorts? And you're supposed to be allowed to do that stuff? Apparently making stuff with 3 Days Grace, who supposedly allows that stuff, their publisher copyright strikes shorts with that use anyway. It's like, but it was in the music list, I'm supposed to be able to do that. I have no clue what's up with that, but I guess we're not doing 3 Days Grace right now. Shame, 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 shame. Anyway, burn these guys to their very bones. You love to see it. Burn away. Alright, just gotta wait for the thing to wear off, then I can fight some enemies again. Hello! Did you drop any, yeah, those things. Yeah, we're back at max for that. Perfect, perfect. Now, how's everyone holding up with Christmas coming? It's a very rough time of year for me, since my, grandfather, well, technically not grandfather, but great-grandfather, passed away on, like, Christmas Eve for me. Worst Christmas present ever, by the way. I will not deny that. That's the absolute worst Christmas present ever. But, like, it is a rough time of year for me. I suppose it is dull considering I was able to get myself a present this year, but I still sorely miss him. He was the best person ever to me. Apparently he was an asshole to my grandmother, and I feel really bad for her for that. Like, he was nice to me, but never nice to her. Apparently, at some point, he pushed her down the stairs, but then he was nice to me, and I'm like, something's not right with this picture here. But I believe in my grandmother, because my grandmother is a lovely lady. She is a lovely lady. I do love my grandmother very much. She supported me in my voice acting and streaming career. By the way, for those who don't know, I do run a voice acting channel where I do comic dubs. If you like Hazbin Hotel comic dubs, you could check it out over there, but I'm not going to push you to do anything. This is a smaller channel, so not as many people are even going to hear this, but like, yeah. Some of the people who watch me are actually taken straight over from that channel, and I do appreciate those people coming over to check my streaming content from over there. I really do appreciate them, especially considering how much I yap my head off sometimes. Have I ever stopped to breathe during this whole stream? Possibly. Probably not, though. Probably not. Oxygenate! Yay! I breathed for once in my goddamn life. Anyway, just gonna blow them all up with that blast. You love to see it. Get my shields back for a shield gate. Grab the sigil for more fire damage. It gives you fire rate and fire damage. It really works well with this because we get to like armor strip enemies with the fire status really fast because we shoot so damn fast. Actually, on another frame, I would have had like more status effect on this thing, but like I didn't actually do that for this demonstration. But like you can put more. Oh, what's it called? Archon shards for primary status effect on there. It is not terrible. It is not terrible. Not actually necessary for the build, but like, no, you're not disarming me, sir. That is not allowed, sir. That is not allowed. Now, it's gonna be the next thing real soon. Gonna have to farm a few kills to blast them off again. Team Rocket's blasting off again! See? I died. But that's only because I missed him so much. It's really a shame that I couldn't get that Steel Essence, but it's fine. I kind of fucked that one up, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fucked that one up. But still, you know the weapon does some good damage here. It's doing absolute work. Oh, there's my Lich. I forgot I had one of those. Speaking of which, I'm working on getting a Coda Meyer build out for all of you. If any of you all want that, like, I hear it's actually a light blade now. I used to think the Coda Meyer was a heavy blade, but apparently that's not the case anymore. No clue what happened, no clue what changed, but like, it happened, and it changed. So anyway, we're gonna head out of the mission now and then do our outro. So let me just do a little cutaway right here. Now that is the end of our video. If you enjoyed, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and stick around for my streams I do sometimes. They usually turn into videos later, so you can be like, oh boy, I was there, I made that chat that Julius responded to, I'm such a badass, when in fact you are a nerd. Now I will see you all next time, bye bye. When you are. Hang on.